All right, so the little babies are thriving. I put out some of our dinner scraps from last night. We've got some fish skin, some lemons, chicken, ironically, crust from a peanut butter sandwich, and the chicks just want to be over there, which is kind of funny. My chickens are freaking out because they want, and Carice also wants to be in. Say hi.
Hi.
We're just gonna let the babies have the run for a few hours by themselves so that they aren't bullied or intimidated, and then we will let our big chickens in later this afternoon. And welcome to my laundry room. I am still no closer to articulating or even thinking about any of my goals than I have been. My husband has been out of town for the last 4 days, and so I have been managing our farm and my kids and everything all by myself, which I know that there are people who have a ton more kids than me, but for me this is a lot. And we've got a puddle and a leak. It's been doing this for a long time, and I don't know why. And that's just, I guess, the reality of home ownership and, you know, old houses. So we are doing the laundry today. The next chore is going to be to prepare another round of cloth diapers to be washed. So we have a big cluttered basement that has gone through several rounds of organizing, and it is once again completely exploded. You can see there's just stuff everywhere. I smell a fire. Someone's burning something. And then this is the other side. And it actually is more organized than it looks. It's completely overwhelming to me, and I think I'm just gonna have to buckle down and take my kids in the basement and pull out the pack and play and get her done, you know, over time. I kind of waiting until I'm done gardening for that. So, but that will be one of the biggest goals that I put on my goal list when I write them down. My goal today is to get our home clean. So let me show you what we've got. Got a kitchen with some clutter, some dishes on the sink. So I keep picnic blankets down around the house so that I can just set my baby down, because we are a shoes on family and the floors get real gross really fast. But it doesn't make sense to me to be a shoes off family. Like, I know it makes sense, but I'm not going to be taking my shoes off all day long. So then we've got all of this stuff that needs to be put away, dishes to clean, recycling. The recycling is overflowing and it needs to be taken out. The trash needs to be taken out. I think Carice has been using this diaper genie that was originally intended to be stored or sold. She's been using that as a trash can, so I need to do that. And then this is this room. We've got like little projects and toys and breakfast kind of scattered. That's all we've done so far is breastfeed, and babies are in the floor. And then we've got this stack of laundry, and that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put on a show, or maybe I'll do that during nap. And then we've got these lights that I'm going to be installing around the chicken coop. Carice helped me put them together this morning. Oh, so we've got our work cut out for us. Since switching to cloth diapering, we have saved about $600 per month with 2 kids. And granted, we weren't using cheap diapers. We were using like the Honest Company diapers. But we started saving about $600 a month, and then this is the trade-off. Gotta get your hands dirty. And that's exactly what I'm about to do. So let me show you my little setup. And this is a real and raw video. So like my bathroom hasn't been cleaned in a week and everything isn't perfect. This is just real life. I am sitting on my bathtub and I have this really cool little clipboard. So I put it in the toilet. It's called a spray pal. And it actually unclips in the front if you want to store it kind of like flat and flush. Okay, you're gonna see some poop. Here it goes. Oh, oh Jesus. This is disgusting. So I've got the poop here. Do you want to see it? Chris wants to see it. Isn't that gross? It's poop. So then what I do is I pull out the liner, which also has to be cleaned. Set that on the side of the bathtub. And then I've got my wet dry bag, and this is where they're going to go after I hose them off. Now you only do this with the poop diapers. You do not do this with, hey baby, stay back. You don't do this with the pee diapers because those just kind of go into the wash. And then I use my sprayer from the shower, and it's not going to come into contact with the diaper. So I turn it on. I put on the spray, and because these have set out for a few days, I'm just going to like soak them really good. That's where I'll get like the bulk of the poop off, and then I go through and I just kind of like wash it. And then I'm going to take each one of these, and then I'm going to do the liner next. And I'm going to rinse, and once they are clear and free and clear, I'm going to go take them where I pin them up on my chain link fence outside. And you don't have to do that. You could get a clothesline, you could, you know, stand something up, drape them over a fence or whatever. I just do that so that the wind doesn't get them, and then I let them sit in the sunshine for like a full day. They can soak in the sun. And if your baby is completely breastfed, it will bleach the diapers so that they are not really gross. I know it's a lot if you've never done something like this before, but I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not that gross once you do it a bunch. And I'm sure if it was someone else's kid, it would be a lot grosser too, but to me, it's no big deal. I just wash my hands after. I hang them up on the fence, wash them in the dryer after they've been sitting out there for about a day. And I'll wash them, hold on baby, I'll wash them on 2 cycles. So the first one is like a soaking, put the vinegar and the baking soda and everything in. And then the second one is like, I guess just for my mental health, to make it feel like they've got a really good wash. You can wash them on warm or you can wash them on hot, and I do both, depending on what kind of load it is, you know. All right, so there you have it. This is just my chain link fence, and I leave them out for about 24 hours to let them get full sun, and then they will be all bleached out and ready for the laundry.